Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of The 100. This is Season 5, Episode 5, titled Shifting Sands. So, last time on The 100, basically everyone's reunited, for the most part. Raven and Murphy are still up in space, they're space crew. Octavia's been pulled out of the bunker. We have war because Diyoza and her men basically screwed us over. They took Abby. Abby then took Kane with her, so she has a buddy. That's nice enough that these guys, were willing to take Kane as well. I mean, if anything, what does that do for us? Because now we're down Kane and Abby, so we're gonna have to worry about getting them back at some point. There's a reason they wanted a doctor. I'm guessing that has something tied to one of the ships. They were talking about, because Raven and Murphy found Elegius whatever 4, and they have information on 1 and 2 and 4, but apparently 3 is locked. So there's something going on with 3, and I'm guessing whatever's going on with them needing the doctor has something to do with Elegius 3, because Elegius 3 is like confidential. It's all locked out. And the brief kind of intermission they kind of came across was, if you see this ship, blow it out of the sky, because whatever is on this ship cannot land. And I feel like I haven't been giving this season enough credit. I've been kind of going back and when I was like editing my reactions, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, the story is fine, but I feel like coming off of Season 4 ended on such a high note, it just feels like we're going back a little. And it's not bad or anything. I'm just saying the quality just took rewound a little bit. It's not bad or anything. I'm just saying that there's some choices here and there that are kind of like, the story's kind of, some beats are kind of, but it is what it is. We're only like, what, a third of the way into the season, or maybe even more actually, because there's like, what, how many episodes? We're probably a little over a third into this season. The story's cooking. Yeah, well, I'm pretty much, we have war here. Octavia and Clark and Bellamy, they're all kind of reunited. I'm waiting for what's going to happen when Octavia sees Echo. That would be interesting. But what else is kind of on the horizon here? I don't know. I think the biggest problem right now is going to be trying to get Abby and Kane back. But Abby is like has something to do with pills. So I'm guessing when they took her, she's only going to have so many pills to whatever she's got going on. So when she runs out of pills, there's going to be a problem. So we'll see where that storyline goes. I don't really like care for that storyline, to be honest. Just like I don't really care for the Amori and Murphy stuff, but at least they're split for the time being, so that's cool. I kind of want them to do something with Murphy and Raven. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just hop in, have a good time. I'm ready just to see where the story kind of takes us, because the season is good so far. It's just, Season 4 was better. So before I do, I want to remind you guys, Patreon, full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, as well as early access to everything else you see here on the channel, as well as exclusive reactions. So if you want to see any of that interests you, hop on over to Patreon. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Now let's stop talking, hop in, have a good time, and we'll just discuss it afterwards. All right, guys, here we go.
Please help me to understand what happened down there.
Jax.
Hey. Oh yeah, no one's talking about Jaha. That's weird. Like, he just died. Like, what happened there?
Miller.
What the hell? Are they just giving Clark the
Miller.
silent treatment? I mean, I get not wanting to talk to Clark, but whatever.
Miller, wait.
Whoa, slow down. Where are you going?
You're going to Shallow Valley. Trust me. You need my help.
Great.
Where's the water source?
Here.
Why? What are you thinking?
Poison it?
My question exactly.
Miller, your orders were to...
I think we should listen to what Clark has to say.
Let's move out.
Stand down.
Please, just hear yourself.
This way is too risky. You chose the shortest route, which makes sense. But the dry seabed is hit by almost constant sandstorms. It's not just sand. Some of it crystallized in prime fire. Shards of glass like razor blades.
How do we know there won't be sandstorms on the longer routes?
We're doing this. The hydro farm is barely feeding us now. So if this is the last living valley on Earth, then it should be ours.
Makes sense to me. Fuck Dioza.
First Battalion, mount up!
Am I crazy? Or are they gonna kill me for getting in our way?
What do we do?
Raven and Murphy are in trouble. I have to go with them. What could go wrong?
After you.
They're going on foot? Are they crazy?
I say we let them come.
Is that what you would do? Wait to fight them here? Wage war in the one place left on the planet that can sustain life.
I suppose you have a better idea.
Get my missile system back online. If this Raven that you're so impressed by won't tell you how she locked us out, use McCreary. Thinks he's good for something.
There's an army on the march toward us right now.
Mom Crew has no idea she has missiles.
Octavia's gonna get them all killed. Abby, did you hear a word I said?
Vincent here is your first patient.
It's
What?
a privilege to meet you both.
If he's with you, why the collar?
Some of us still have trouble controlling our more primal urges.
What?
I'm generally a pleasant person. If the demon comes out, you pull that trigger.
I'll leave you to it then.
What are we doing?
When we came on board, I had a bag. It has medical supplies in it.
You have everything you need right here. Diagnose and treat Vincent. Then we can talk about your pills.
Well,
So
she's
what
not
does
dumb.
You approached
Well,
me.
what the fuck do you think?
Why don't we call it protective custody?
We need guarantees that no harm will come to them, or we won't help you.
I don't trust traitors. Vincent? Keep your hands and feet away from his mouth and you should be fine.
Wonder if is Vincent gonna kill her?
Amon Gunnason. All of me for all of us. It's kind of beautiful.
How so?
They lost 400 people. It's a third of everyone in that bunker. And they had no idea if they'd ever get out. Yet, look at them. I can see why my mom was terrified, but you gotta admit, it's impressive.
How so? Me Bellamy, me dumb.
Your brother loves you, Octavia. Love is weakness.
Alright.
Love no one. And no one can hurt you.
No.
I love
Relax.
you.
Oh.
Does that make me weak? I would never say that to you, Sarah.
It's the scouts.
Miller, what is it? He needs help! Are we under attack? I don't know what's wrong! Out of my way. I can help.
What?
He's alive, but his heart's racing. What the hell happened out there?
We separated to cover more ground. Then I hear him screaming out that they're everywhere.
What the fuck? So this season's just basically like aliens. Aliens. Dioza and her crew are supposed to be the colonial marines, just not as interesting.
Miller, tell us exactly what happened.
Nothing happened. We stopped to eat, then we separated again. Next thing I knew, he was screaming.
Your
Eat
rations.
what?
Show me.
Wait. Look.
It came from the sand.
What?
We have to go back.
What? No.
Octavia, he told Miller that they were everywhere.
We march on at first light.
And Obiga?
Kill him.
If he's not better by then, I'll end his pain myself.
They really do have them? Well, that sucks.
She's tougher than she looks, Raven. I'm sorry about this.
I didn't do it!
Stop lying!
But if you don't tell me right now how to get back into our missiles,
What's the matter with you? I'll get it out of her.
I don't know what they can do to make these guys interesting because I don't care.
Please! Stop! I didn't do anything!
You have 5 seconds to tell me how to unlock those missiles.
Please, I swear to God! I
Put down the knife.
You're making a mistake.
Yeah? Now get out.
Are you okay?
Are you? I'm the one who locked the weapon system.
Huh.
If I didn't say you hacked the missile system, she would have ended it right then and there, and they'd all be dead.
So you let them torture us for nothing?
It was to save his own ass. I'm sorry. Were you looking for a thank you?
I mean, I am assuming you have a plan to get us out of this, correct?
No.
Yeah. I tell him she came clean, then unlock the missiles.
That plan sucks.
What?
I saw you in the captain's log. Dioza kept you alive to fly the ship, but you're not one of them. And that's why you're gonna help us now. Trust me, Murphy. You're gonna like my plan more.
I'm curious.
You need to rest. I can take care of you.
You had to kill someone because of me.
13 more patients, all with similar symptoms. You'll also find the results of the previous physician's biopsies. He couldn't figure out what it was, so Paxton McCreary slit his throat. Keep being useful, and so does he.
There are others like her. In that bunker.
You're a determined traitor, I'll give you that.
Speak of the devil.
We need to talk. Your pilot pulled a gun on me.
McCreary, stop. Did we release the prisoners?
What the hell are you talking about?
One of them just took off from the aft airlock.
These guys are clowns.
Don't make any more noise.
We gotta go, now.
Where's Raven?
She's still there.
You left her?
Shut the fuck up.
What about Clark?
Who's the Hobbit?
How do you know that reference?
Where's the rover?
Bear cave. I'll drive. Don't worry, the bears are gone.
The bears are gone? I'll drive? Tell me Maddie doesn't stick around, because
Look, before you say anything,
a know-it-all kid is going to be super annoying. What? They're going to believe that?
Just begun.
her friends still call her, by the way. Right here. He's not going anywhere.
Son of a bitch!
Take her back to her cell.
Well done, Shaw. We'll go hunting when we come back. Wheels up in 20.
I feel like Raven's "you son of a bitch" wasn't convincing enough. She should have been spitting and cussing and "I'm gonna kill you." Gotta sell that motherfucker.
We're proximity to each other. Betty, back up!
Well, John, you're getting out.
John, can you hear me? Can you get it off? There's no time. We have to stop those missiles.
Get out.
What I have to do, okay? Echo's right. Just leave me behind.
I'm gonna stay too.
Go. Before our friends explode.
Murphy's been awfully selfless this season, despite all the selfishness we didn't see, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Really?
Come on.
Boo!
Octavia's not the only one who's changed, you know. He could have killed those prisoners in cryo, but he didn't. Dioza would have killed me if not for you. Maddie'd be alone. You got that bunker open.
Who knew it turned out to be Pandora's box?
I'm serious, Bellamy. The heart and the head.
The heart and the head.
What does your head say about two armies fighting a war in the only green place on Earth?
Same as yours.
No good? Oh my god, is a missile on the way? Sandstorm?
Sandstorm.
Oh, okay.
Blocking the way back.
Sandstorms are very, very dangerous. Come on, I'll take you to my place. Gold star if you get the reference.
He's awake.
Take your gun!
Andra! Burn it down! Kill them all!
What a weird episode.
Can't feel my legs. It must be expensive. Put her arm on the table!
Cut it out of her.
I need a knife, now! What are you waiting for? Hey, you gotta stop moving!
Whatever you're going to do, do it.
Just cut it the fuck out, bro.
Stay
Pull it out. I got this.
Pull it out.
Monty, it's me. Something tells me we got your emergency beat.
They're on the way to you right now. You have to move.
Hide somewhere. Take cover.
Hide from an eye in the sky? How are we supposed to do that?
You have a window, but you have to move now.
Where do we
Kill it.
cover from missiles in the middle of a wasteland? One crew does not retreat.
You do if you want to live.
Now is not the time for a debate.
Those ruins are not our home. That valley is. And we're taking it back.
Interesting.
Fire in the hole. One more for good luck.
I don't believe in luck. No one could have survived that. Take us home.
Classic bad guys. Don't check to see that they killed anybody. I'm like, well, job well done.
Can we help you? Diosa seems to think so. Take him.
What? Hold on a minute. No. Wait, hold on.
Don't fight them.
Where are you If anything happens to him, I won't help you.
Yes, you will.
Which one of these is yours?
So, can you save me?
I'm not sure. Should I save you?
Like, whoop, cut an artery. Now you're gonna bleed out.
Let's begin.
By appointment only.
You're making a mistake. There's so few people left. You can't just kill everyone and expect.
These characters are so weird.
So Octavia's dead.
No. We spotted an entire battalion huddled in a sandstorm to protect her. You think an army of murderers and thieves would follow me into a sandstorm?
I highly doubt it. I wish she hadn't given Abby back those pills.
Wishes are for the weak. The pill thing is between you and your wife. As long as she can do her job, we don't have.
Are they married?
Abby's not my wife.
Does she like him? Why?
Does that mean you're gonna bring our people over?
Maybe. Tell me about Octavia.
There's 11 dead, 12 including Obika.
Take their weapons and their armor. Leave the bodies. Leave them? There's no time. The enemy can see us. It's on the retreat.
The retreat?
Prepare to move out! Thank you for saving my life.
Again.
She saved ours. You're right. One crew is strong, just like their leader.
I'm glad you're alive, big brother. But if you ever speak out against one crew again, then you are an enemy of one crew, and you are my enemy.
Damn. I love it. Here we go. Yep. Fuck. Okay, guys, so that was The 100, Season 5, Episode 5, titled Shifting Sands. That was a good episode. I think that was probably the best episode of the season thus far. At least if I had to, like, really think about it, you know? I like what we're doing. I like how it kind of highlights Octavia as being, like, the strong leader that we all kind of suspect and we kind of, like, realize and know, just because... I wish we got a little bit more of the time with her in the bunker. I feel like I'm still a little butthurt because Season 5 isn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought originally Season 5 was going to be a full season of them, space crew being in space and Octavia doing her thing underground. And then, we're going to have like a bunch of separate stories. And then we kind of all converge into Season 6. That's how I would have done it. You know what I mean? So the fact that we just kind of just skipped over all that character like development and progression and we're just jumping right into this, it just feels cold turkey and just kind of I don't know, forced? Is forced the right word to use here? Because I'm like, there's so much we could have done to set up for this. Because right now I'm just watching it just to like watch it. I'm not really invested in most of what's going on outside of Octavia's story, just because I'm like really, really attached to her as a character. And seeing her like leadership and being the Red Queen and her, rise to power, her, she had really cool scenes. And to see it all kind of cut short because now we got to get Clark and Bellamy back into the mix. It feels kind of lame, but I'm kind of glad that she's still like holding out strong with her crew, Juan crew. And Bellamy even acknowledged that Juan crew is strong. And so is the leader, which is true. The fact that they followed her out into a razor blade sandstorm, huddled around her, protecting her. That's one hell of like devotion to a leader. And even what's her face, Dioza, on the flip side was like, do you think anybody here would, follow me into a sandstorm? And the answer is no, because Dioza sucks, and most of those characters over there suck. The fact that she like has some sort of, I don't know, she fancies Kane, I'm guessing. I don't know where that's going, but I personally don't really care about that. But I asked myself during the reaction, what could they do to make these characters more interesting? And I'm talking about the prison guards or the Marines, wherever the fuck they're supposed to be, because I'm just watching them just to watch them. I'm not really invested in their characters or what or who they are or why they're doing these things. It just feels like here, here, watch this. That's what it feels like. Like I don't feel like there's a reason for me to be interested in that. So that's why I'm like, if I had my way with season 5, and if you want to introduce this stuff, you could do that over the course of the season. You know what I mean? With Space Crew being in space, they could come across these transmissions and learn about this Elegius 1, 2, 3, and 4. They can like learn about these characters. They could come across character profiles and be like, oh man, this Dioza or whatever, or it's like, oh man, these are some badass characters. I would hate to come across these guys. You know what I mean? Just kind of like build them up instead of them just kind of appearing and they're just like comically ridiculous bad guys. It's just, I don't know. There's just something you need to just do with them to keep them like entertaining or exciting or engaging in some way or shape or form, because otherwise I'm just like, here, watch this. And that's how I feel about it so far. Like I know season 4 really ended on a high note. So the fact that I didn't get what I want with season 5, and I was just kind of like, okay, I didn't expect to get what I want naturally. So I'm just going to just allow the show to take me where it needs to go. Unfortunately, where it's taken me, I'm not really caring about most of these characters, but for the most part, the season, it's good. It's just I wish I cared just a little bit more about these characters like Shaw and McCreary, and like I don't give two shits about their rivalry, and they're just gonna keep bumping into each other. And Shaw's like, oh, I'm gonna help them escape, but I'm not gonna keep up an act. I'm just gonna constantly, just it's just frustrating a little bit because I'm like, we know where this is going. And it's just like, no, we just have to wait for it to get there. Until we get there, we just have to like watch them do whatever. But for the most part, I liked the alien type of imagery. With the sandworms being inside them. That was a cool visual. And then it got inside Octavia and they had to cut it out. I liked all that. So anything more like that, bring it on. Come on, bring it on. I love all that sci-fi stuff. Because if there's one thing that I don't think we've kind of dealt with anymore, is like animals or like the wildlife anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Because I miss the King Kong episode back in, what was it, season 2? And then there was that thing in the water that almost killed Octavia, right? I just feel like there's like so many avenues to explore with like these radioactive wildlife or whatever. Just to like kind of like up the ante a little bit, because you know for the most part we're constantly fighting like other humans. It'd be nice to like it'd be a nice change of pace to fight something else for like an episode or whatever. You know, like oh we gotta cross the river. Oh my god, there's mutant hippopotamuses or whatever the fuck. You know, it would just be cool just to see that. You know, it'd be interesting. What else is going on? Because I think that's about it. Murphy and Maury, that's another storyline I don't really care about. Because, you see, tell me I'm wrong. Would it not be more interesting to spend a season or maybe just half a season following these characters? Because Murphy and Amori are having a falling out, or they had a falling out, and they just kind of told us that, oh, Amori wants to learn something new and be useful. Murphy doesn't want to do that. So Murphy's mad because he's the most useless one of the group now. What? And then they had a falling out, and now they're kind of like trying to rekindle their relationship, a relationship that was just ended off screen, only for us to kind of build it back up. See, it feels messy. You know, like I would have preferred that they redo this. Like I would have done the Daniel cut of the 100 season 5, because I don't know, following season 4, you had to have just followed them in space and followed them underneath the ground and followed Clark and have all that converge, you know, into season 6. It would have made the story that much more palatable, more enjoyable, you know? I don't know. But otherwise, here, watch this. That's how I'm taking this show so far. But solid episode. I think that's just about covers it. I don't really know what's going to happen with Abby at this point. But it does make me realize that the only reason they brought Kane along was to have a reason to force Abby to do things. Because otherwise, why the fuck would they allow her to bring Kane? Like, we're not going to allow you to bring friends? What? You're a hostage. Sure, bring a friend. Whatever. And then Kane asks, oh, we're prisoners? No. You're staying at the Hampton Inn down the street, man. Some characters, man, they just say some dumb shit, but whatever. And Bellamy just saying stupid shit also. I don't know. Good shit. And I don't know. How many episodes are in the season? I just want to look so far, because 13. We're almost at the halfway mark. Okay. Well, so hopefully this season kind of takes a turn and maybe we go in a different direction, because I'm not really feeling, like I said, most of these characters, but we'll see where the story goes going forward. And yeah, things end it there. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, you guys want to see this episode with me in its entirety, that option is available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna get out here, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of The 100, Season 5, Episode 6. Till then, adios, guys.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it. And if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.